In this module, we will learn how to georeference old scan maps into QGIS. So the first thing you need to do is to load your data layers from the exercise data onto QGIS. As you can see, I have already loaded my data layers. And then now you have to navigate to the plugin menu and activate the Georeferencing plugin. So this plugin comes automatically with QGIS for newer versions, I think. But if it's not there, when you check for it under the raster menu, I'll quickly show you just now. So when you go under the raster menu, the georeferencing plugin, that's the plugin that we want to use. However, if it's not there, you just go to plugins, manage and install plugins, and just load it from there. Just load it from here. Alright, now that my plugin is already there, we are going to, from the raster menu, select the georeferencing tool, seeing that my data layer is already loaded. So we are going to go to the raster menu and select the georeferencing tool. We are going to add the raster image, the one that we want to georeference, or the map rather that we want to georeference. We will add it onto the georeferencer interface. So if you hover over the tools here, you will see it, sorry about that. You will see exactly what they do and what they can be used for. So when you click on this open raster on your top left, it takes you to your desktop folders and you get to load the layer that you, or the map that you want to georeference. So my list map open. Now that it's added, you can use these tools to zoom in or zoom out, or just to pan the image, move it around. Okay. So we are going to add a point using the add point icon in the georeferencing tool. This is what we're going to use to add our points from now on moving forward. Okay, so this is our add point icon. Here you get to delete your point and you get to move the ground control point. So going back to our add point icon. So when this plus icon pops up, it means that it's ready for you to start georeferencing or adding your ground control points rather. So you just navigate to your area of interest or where you want to add your point. Click on the middle. And you zoom in. Just make sure that I am in the middle. Okay. So for other people, you have the option to set your CRF, but for other versions of QGIS, you can just add your points from the map canvas, like what I have here. So you will choose a point on the map canvas that you think corresponds to the exact location from the map loaded in the georeferencing, right? Okay, so let's go to from map canvas and we want to put this in the center. Alright, so it automatically populates your X and your Y. So okay, I'm happy with that. You can also edit or change your X and Y coordinates manually by clicking here. And I'll also show you how to add them as well if you already have them copied somewhere else. Moving on, we are going to add another point. So just make sure that your points are spread out evenly. Let's add them here. middle of Maseru Bridge. Right. So another option of adding your latitude, your X and Y coordinates, if you already know the place, or you already know where your point is, and you have your latitude and your longitude or your XY copied elsewhere, you can enter them manually here. So since I don't know the X and Y coordinates, I'm just going to add them from my map canvas. One last point. So you need a minimum of 3 points when you are georeferencing. Of course, you can add more, and it's always good to add like well-known places, or to use well-known places as your reference point. Let's see how far. Yeah. Now that I've added my 3 points, I am going to click on the gear wheel icon. So this settings icon here, it's for transformation settings. And please note that this is the most important part of georeferencing, because it talks about the transformation algorithms and which one is suitable for certain data types and for whatever project you are going to be working on. Right. So now, click on that. I am going to change the transformation type to linear. Please note that the transformation types, resampling methods, and all that are listed in our exercise table, so you can use that for reference. And also note that transformation options are case, they vary according to case, right? Depending on data and the end goal, obviously. Now, I am going to use a linear for my transformation type. So we've got the different transformation types here. I'm going to use linear. And for my resampling method, I am going to use nearest neighbor. And my target SRS, I am going to use the 4326. So you can change yours here and just filter search whichever one you'd like to use. Okay, I am going to output raster. I'm going to give it a name and listen to modified. Okay, that works for me. Save it as a TIFF file. And for compression, I am going to change it to LZW. So compression basically it reduces the size of your raster data, or your raster layer rather. And I am going to save my ground control point. So tick on that. Leave everything else as default. Okay. Now that I have done that, I am going to start the georeferencing by pressing the play button. So this is the play button. Click on it. Raster was successfully georeferenced. Right. Now I'm going to add the raster layer that was modified. Double click on it. Let's zoom to the building layer. And this is it, guys. As you can see, I have successfully georeference